gosh, everyone. I thought we were so beyond this. I thought we were done. How are we not beyond this by now? I just don't know what I'm going to do. I hope you have everything strapped in because we got everything shaken. I'm so shook right now. I even have my tea that's steaming hot. But I thought we were so beyond this. I just thought we were beyond this by now. Oh, dang, that's some good tea. Hey everybody, it's Vamp Faye, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be video number 4 in my John Kuckian series. And I'm sorry, I just had to open like that. I just couldn't resist. Legit have tea, my favorite, which is Youthberry from Tivana. Taking a nice sip. Still getting over whatever this crud is that I have. I go to the doctor here in a little bit, so I'm going to try to get this video up before I go. Probably won't. It'll probably be a little later this evening, but I got a scoop for you guys. So, back to all of this wonderful stuff. Again, I got some notes because I don't want to screw anything up. But, first and foremost, apparently we have a review from somebody who actually bought the product that has made it online. I have been in contact with this person. I do have permission to use their statements, and I also have a picture that she sent me that she did not post on Twitter that I think you guys are going to find interesting. So, Twitter user Daniela, or DMXGirl008, posted a couple hours ago that she got her pigments, and these were her thoughts. Got the hashtag Kuckian pigment. Here's my review. They smell like Eclair's eyeshadow mixed with Revlon ones. Pigmentation is good with one swatch, but once you go in with a second swatch, they are super patchy and go into clumps if you use the sponge applicator. I blended with my finger, shown in pictures. I'm going to put slides in of these. Did not blend well. The color basically faded off. The only color that was acceptable and was easier to blend out was titties. And the orange and purple were not good at all. I can't believe we named the color that. I did not put them on my eyes because my hand actually started tingling after swatching them for about 20 minutes. The packaging sucks. Those little white clamshells were full of residue and powder fallout after only swatching them. Wiped off easily. Not worth it. Also, she sent me a picture of the return, or the envelope with the return address. So this was shipped from FDC Shipping, P.O. Box 61553 in Savannah, Georgia, 31419. I did a quick little bit of research, and I'm going to stick another slide in here. Basically, when you put up information, you put in information for this specific company, first of all, it tracks back to a company called fulfillment.com, which you can contract with. You ship everything to them, and then they will ship for you. So we've got the answer on how he's getting things shipped from the U.S. and getting them shipped all over the world. So, since they're being shipped from the U.S., U.S. FDA laws do apply. Second of all, when you do put in a search for this company, it comes up with thousands of reviews under a website called scambook.com, where basically people have ordered items like a sample product. You know how you see those samples on Facebook that are like, you know, get your one-time limited supply now, and you get a little sample, but you give them your credit card to pay for shipping, and then they start sending you stuff on a monthly basis or a bi-monthly basis, and 9 times out of 10 you can't get the stuff canceled. At least that's been my experience with it. I never do those because I never can get the stuff canceled, and then my card gets charged month after month after month, and then it puts me in the hole. And I'm sorry, I don't play that game. And it looks like that's what this website's mostly known for. But they are a fulfillment company. They do ship stuff out per contract. They will ship all over the world. But we have an answer on that. So he doesn't have any of his subscribers or friends doing this, which means these people actually got paid money to do this. Now, where he got the money, beyond me. Who knows? But at least at this point, we've got a review, we've got the P.O. Box issue answered, and I'm going to go into a couple of other things that I came up with. One of them was, I've been watching some other people's videos, and I'm in love with Mango Tea. If you guys haven't subbed to Mango Tea, you got to go sub to Mango Tea. This guy is hilarious. And he started pulling up information on Urban Dictionary, which I went a little farther, and apparently there's like 5 or 6. Let me see. I think it's 5 at this point. Yeah, there's 5 definitions. I'm dying when I read these. The first definition: the process of removing all the layers of BS from lies. With it used in context, after each and every Kuckian video, we exfoliate the truth. Second definition: when you commit charity fraud. Yeah, I'm going to exfoliate so I can get a tax break. Titties! Third one: the action of someone trying to polish lies and making them into delusional truths, but fails. Exfoliate your lips to make them look plump and full. It's exfoliate and they still look crusty. 4, a word made up by John Kuckian. To exfoliate your lips gently. That one had an entry by somebody named Cookie Fam. So I don't know if he did that one or if somebody else did it to be malicious, but that one kind of has me wondering. That was the first entry actually by date. And the last one, a word John Kuckian made up because he won't admit that he's wrong. Exfoliate is definitely an actual word and not just a word I made up. So if you guys get a chance, go check out Urban Dictionary on this one. These are pretty funny. I thought they were pretty good. And I probably wouldn't have gone there if it wasn't for Mango Tea. So Mango Tea also in the video that he put up, and I'm going to put links in up down here as to the points in the video. He has spotted the video where he's explaining how to exfoliate, and there's lots of balls involved rubbing all over your face. Might not be age appropriate, but it's pretty funny. I think he's talking about cotton balls, but then he goes into balls, and I'm just dying at some of the stuff people come up. The second one, which I wasn't aware of, but at the 6-minute and 20-second mark in his video, he was told by one of his subs that on the John Kuckian video called Laura Lee's Cat's Pajamas, I Makeup, episode 2, that at the 3:05 point, John was scrolling through Jeffree Star Cosmetics website trying to find Laura Lee's palette, scrolling past all the lip colors. So that was from like the beginning of November, I think, when he did that video. So he knew. You can see him scrolling past Dirty Money on this video. I mean, it's like, come on. Again, there's a reason I've labeled this series why I'm not buying any of it. Because I'm not buying any of the BS. It's just BS at that. Also done a little bit more looking. I know a couple people have put up information about the standard industrial classification licensures for Kuckian Cosmetics Ltd. I actually went in and looked at trademarks. I've not seen anybody cover trademarks yet, but John has 2 trademarks under his name. UK 000030755543, which was filed on October 6th of 2014 with his name, John Kuckian. It is a class 16 licensure or trademark, which basically is books, paper, cardboard goods made from these materials. So this would be his artwork, which we'll get into in a minute. The second one was filed in June 14th of this year under UK 000032372213 with it's his middle name or is it his last name? Because I know he goes by John Kuckian Cowan, so I don't know if it's a middle name, what it is, but he trademarked Kuckian as a class 3, which class 3 is cosmetics, perfumes, creams, toiletries, bleaching preparations, and other substances for laundry use. Bleaching preparations and other substances for laundry use, cleaning, polishing, scouring, and abrasive preparations, soaps, perfumery, essential oils, cosmetics, hair lotions, dentifrices. Also, in this class are deodorants for personal use, does not include air deodorizing preparations, which are class 5, or scented candles, which are class 4. I thought maybe the June trademark was to be in time for his brushes, but then I did a little bit further research and found that the brushes, which you have to remember, that he released his $625 value brush set under the name of Phony, and yes, Phony, Phony brushes. And those were in May of 2017. I didn't know he didn't have them hot stamped with a name. you know, it's obvious, again, he bought them off of Alibaba or AliExpress or one of those sites, because he did say in that video, I did go back and watch it, which pained me because I didn't want to give anything towards his AdSense. But, you know, he basically did say in that video he needed to have a minimum order. Does anybody know if the brushes actually got shipped out? What happened with those? I did some Googling. I couldn't find anything on them. Yeah. So, with that all being said, I also want to discuss how, at this point, he's now threatening to sue Peterman. Margot Indigo said something about that he has threatened her. He's supposedly threatened a couple of other people. And Peter has an attorney, and he says, bring it on. Don't, if you want to keep poking the bear, keep poking the bear. You gotta love Peter. I mean, he is so fresh to me, and his content is never old. And the fact that, you know, John's decided to go after him, especially with the tweets and things that he's been, or not the tweets, but the YouTube video comments that he's been deleting, where he's been, you know, making comments about his family and things like that. When you go someplace and you go there, again, it's like, you know, you're going after somebody's mom. You just don't do it. And the fact that he'll stoop to that and then delete the comments is just beyond me. And if you guys don't mind me, I'm still having issues. I don't mean to be pausing all the time, but I'm still sick. So just bear with me here. But yeah, that's kind of my biggest thing at this point, was the fact that he's gone after Peter and that he's making these threats. And I'm a little old nobody, so apparently he's not coming after me yet. But there's so many people who have made videos now that if he does decide to come after any of us, I mean, I was on Reddit and saw somebody that posted that they had tried suing somebody internationally once, and it was such a pain to do it. So, I mean, if he wants to sue somebody in the U.S., and Peter's from Indiana, next state over from me, it's going to be a lot of work to do. So in order to do it, it's going to be a lot of money. It's going to be traveling back and forth. He's not going to do any of that stuff. So I think it's just idle threats at this point. But at the end of the day, I was right with that the stuff was shipped from the U.S. So we do fall under some, you know, the U.S. laws on these, and especially if he's importing them into, you know, the U.K., which is what he's doing. Yeah, I mean, I just, at this point, I don't know what else to say. I mean, I can't believe people are still falling for this BS, and I feel bad for the people who are consistently, I mean, there's people showing that they're being blocked on Twitter just for asking questions or asking about refunds, especially the younger, you know, his younger subscribers, that their parents paid for this stuff. He doesn't care. And has anybody found any proof that he's actually refunded anybody? I think he's refunded one person on the tickets and the traveling for the launch party. But that even was kind of questionable from the source that I found on it. And if he's refunded one to get one person out there going, hey, I got money back, it just is detracting from everything else that's going on. It's smoke and mirrors. And when somebody, and this is going to be, again, my opinion, when somebody is a master manipulator, which is what I think he is, when they're a master manipulator, they're very, very good at manipulating the truth to try to get you to believe things that may not necessarily be real. I think he has told so many stories at this point that those of us that know, it's like the boy who cried wolf. I mean, at this point, we don't believe anything he says. Nothing he says has any credence to me. But I think he just believes his own BS at this point, because I don't understand how somebody can be this delusional when it comes to how things work in the real world. And hey everybody, so I'm back from my doctor appointment and thought I'd put a couple more things in this video. Apparently John just posted an hour-long video. I fast-forwarded through it because I'm not going to sit and watch an hour of him running on. But apparently he is putting a lot of terminology out there, explaining quantum physics and some other things. To me, it sounds like he's just kind of showing off to just kind of say something to the naysayers who are saying that, you know, he only had a year and a half of schooling or however long it was towards his 4-year degree. Now, mind you, if he's overcompensating for that, good for him. But if you don't have the degree, you don't have the degree. Like, I have room to talk. I have been pursuing an English degree pretty much since I graduated from high school. I, at this point, have about a year and a half of solid work at this point that's transferable. But I've been working on it since I graduated from high school. It's been, my daughter just turned 30, so it's been 30 years I've been working on this degree, on and off, and to the point where I have to stop and retake classes because they only transfer up to a certain amount of time. So I understand wanting to have that piece of paper and desperately wanting to have that piece of paper, but I can't say I have an English degree because I don't have an English degree, and I don't show off to people because of it. I can be a grammar Nazi sometimes, but with that being said, I know my limitations and I know I do not have a degree. And that's the bottom line. So don't overcompensate to try to show off that you're showing that you're smarter than everybody else. Because, again, I'm not buying it. And the other thing is that he claimed in his video that Manny MUA, or as he called him, Manny Mua, like Peter Mon does, but Manny was mauled by his dog. No, Manny was bit by his dog on his nose. He wasn't mauled. Mauled means that the dog basically does damage to you that's irreparable. Most of the time it puts you in the hospital, and it's severe. So being bit on the nose and being mauled are two completely different things. So anyway, guys, have a great rest of your day. Hope you liked the video. I've got some other stuff coming that is not related to John Kuckian, I promise. But yeah. See y'all later. Bye.